Hello class, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how easy it is using the data analysis toolpack to generate a series of summary statistics. Namely, in problem 1.4 here, we're going to be able to get our mean, median, standard deviation, variance, range, and skewness all within a single click. Then I'm going to show you a quick short bit of syntax to get our quartiles, our interquartile range, and our coefficient of variation. Okay, so to begin, we need to know what data we're looking at. We are interested in this sales variable. So we're going to go to our data. We're going to go to our handy dandy data analysis toolpack. We're going to make sure we select descriptive statistics. Now it's asking for a few bits of information here. It's asking for the input range. So we're interested in this sales column. I had clicked in this previously, so it knew exactly what data I was interested in, but simply all this is all the sales data highlighted. And make sure you stop at the very end of the data set. Do not select the whole column. We're going to make sure we have the labels in the first row checked, because that's basically saying our column titles will be included in our analyses. Now here is the moneymaker, where it says summary statistics. Make sure that box is checked, because here is our single click, and watch what happens. Voila! So here are a whole bunch of statistics that we just got very quickly with no syntax whatsoever. And one other thing to note, anytime you'll see a letter in here, it says the letter E and then a plus sign and a number. Basically that's Excel saying your column is not wide enough for this figure, and you can just stretch it out a bit and make that happen. Okay, so all that is left is our quartiles, interquartile range, and coefficient of variation. So to save some time in typing, I already have these written out. I'm just going to drop them right here. Now, another function within Excel you should be aware of, besides the data analysis toolpack, is this little function button right here. If you click that, it's going to say, hey, what function do you want to insert? And you don't have to know it. You can simply search for it. So we're interested in a quartile. And we'll click go. And lo and behold, there it is. We're going to select OK. Now it's asking us for an array, and that's basically the same thing as asking us, well, what data are you interested in? Well, we need to go back and get our sales data. And no, I'm not selecting the column name. I just want all the numeric information here. Now it's asking me what quartile am I interested in? Well, it's the first quartile. So you simply just put in a 1 and click OK. So there's our value for the first quartile. Now we need the third quartile. What you can do here, there are one of two things. You can go back and repeat everything I just did and simply just put in a 3. Or you can drag this down. But let me caution you, Excel needs to know that you're using the same data. So I'm going to click up in front of the A here in our data range, and I'm going to press F4. And I'm going to click again in front of the other A, and I'm going to press F4 again. What I just did, I'm going to hit enter, is I just locked in that data range. So when I do copy this down, I'm telling Excel, use the same array of data. Now, it copied everything verbatim here. We're not interested in the first quartile. That's why we got the same value here. We need the third quartile. So we can just change that to a 3. Enter, and there it is. So, interquartile range. Well, what is that? Well, that is simply the difference between the third and the first quartile. Basically what the interquartile range is telling you, that is the range of cases that are represented by 50% of the distribution. Now the coefficient of variation, that's actually a basic formula you need to know, and it's simply the standard deviation, which is this number here, divided by the mean. So since we already have those stats already done and have the values, we can simply put in a quick little formula. So equal sign, standard deviation divided by the mean. Hit enter. Now you want to express this as a percentage, so all you need to do, instead of multiplying it by 100, just change that to a percent, and there it is, 58%. So there you have it, folks. We just calculated a whole bunch of statistics very quickly with minimal syntax. So that's that. If you have any questions, just ask.